Let's talk about loneliness, abuse, and self-esteem. What's the relationship there? Does loneliness cause abuse? It can, but not always. What's the difference? Situations where loneliness can cause abuse to happen. When a person is feeling very alone in life, and this is common, a lot of people experience this. So if this is you, please know that there's not something weird or wrong with you. This happens to a lot of people. But when people are struggling with loneliness, if they don't have the self-esteem, if they don't have the inner strength, the inner faith in themselves to pull through it, to stand on their own, then they're much more likely to get into relationship with someone simply to satisfy that fear of being alone. And oftentimes, the relationships that we choose that are based on just a fear of being alone, we end up settling and being treated in ways that we know aren't good for us, that make us feel bad about ourselves, that bring us down repeatedly day after day after day. And when something like that is happening day after day, it becomes more and more ingrained. We start to believe it a little bit more every day. And it's like that slow chipping away at a person's self-esteem, their self-trust. And you'll know if this is happening because you won't recognize the person that you've become. You'll feel empty, you feel hollow, you feel sad, you feel lost, you feel confused, you wonder, am I not enough? Like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I ever make this person happy? Why are we always fighting? Why do they never want to see me happy? It doesn't typically start out all at once. It's a gradual, slippery kind of slope that people fall into. And because it is gradual, we notice it less. It's not so obvious. And this is where paying attention to your feelings can really help you find some clarity on what's going on here. Does loneliness cause abuse? In a situation like that, where you just choose to be with someone because you don't like being alone, or you're afraid to be alone, or you think you can't make it on your own, you very well may end up in an abusive relationship, because at that point, it's not about the person that you're with. It's not about having standards. It's not about having shared values in life. It's just about not being alone. And almost anybody can satisfy that need. They don't have to be healthy or good for you to satisfy that need. On the other hand, you have people who face moments in their life where they do feel lonely. We all go through periods or experiences in life where we have to figure out how to stand on our own. Is it easy? No, I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It doesn't have to be complicated either. And it's doable. You can learn how to stand on your own. You don't have to have a relationship, a family, a friend group, a business network, a community to do this. It's nice when you do have those things, but there may be periods or experiences in your life where you feel like you don't. And that's okay. You can get through it. The people that know this, that feel this inside themselves, that don't need to have that in their life. It's nice, they like having it, but they don't need to have it in their life. Those are the people who are much less likely, and I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but they are much less likely to end up in a relationship that turns abusive because they have the faith in themselves, they have the trust in themselves, they have the confidence in themselves to be able to stand alone. So they're looking for different things in a relationship with another person. There may be certain circumstances where that's not the case. People can end up in abusive relationships for a variety of different reasons. But does loneliness cause abuse? Loneliness can lead to abuse, depending on where you're at internally and how you're making your choices and decisions in life, but not necessarily. The key in dealing with loneliness and preventing those abusive relationships and situations is having the self-esteem inside yourself, having the trust in yourself that you can get through this, that you can handle things on your own, you'll find a way. It won't necessarily be easy, but you can do it. Maybe it can be simple. You can get through it. Faith in yourself, confidence to go out and do things even when you're not good at them. So you're willing to take more risks. And by taking more risks, you get exposed to more opportunity. That's part of self-esteem, is having the self-confidence. The acceptance, the self-acceptance of I'm not perfect, my life's not all together, but that's okay. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to have everything all together. I'm a human being growing and learning like everybody else. We're all at different points in our journey. And life doesn't just go like that. It can go like this. I like to say that it's a spiral that is simultaneously kind of coming up and down and also going out. And so you revisit different arenas of life at different periods within your life, but you're never at exactly the same place unless you're stuck in life. No motivation, no progress, and then there's a deeper issue going on there that needs to be dealt with. So when your self-esteem is healthy, you can handle loneliness, and you are significantly increasing your chances of ending up in healthy relationships, choosing to engage in healthy relationships and not tolerating abusive relationships. Being able to remove yourself, and even if it's uncomfortable or scary, because it is when you're in that situation, but having the self-esteem gives you the faith, the strength, the trust in yourself, the confidence in yourself that you'll make it through, even though it is uncomfortable, even though it is painful to walk away from those abusive situations. Remember, I believe in you. If nobody has told you lately, I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know that it's hard, but I know that you can do it. You'll survive. Just when you can, pick yourself up again and move one foot in front of the other. See you guys next time.